GetDarker.
Right, fellas, thanks for having us down here. The first thing I want to pin you down for, because the big subject at the moment is a CD I've got here called FabricLive 37.
Yeah, that's it.
We might as well kick off. We know who you are. We've got Caspa here, we've got Rusko here as well, and they've had a long day, fellas.
Nah, it's been good.
And we're last at point of call, and the time's 6:25, Central London. So,
we're alright, we're doing alright.
Yeah,
so here at 8 o'clock this morning, you know.
Still going strong.
That's good.
You look it. At least smile, mate. Alright, well, let's kick off. I know a bit about you guys, but I've got a list here of some of your pre-releases. Caspa, you've got plenty under your belt. Rusko, I mean the biggest one, the Babylon Volume 1 we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
Loads to get through in a minute, so I'm just going to try and nail it. FabricLive 37, let's kick it off. How, alright, after their 36th release, number 37 now, did you guys get approached to, I suppose, have the honour of working with the Fabric fellas?
We've been, we basically signed up publishing over to Fabric halfway through the year. Matt Hyponic sort of works for them, doing some stuff for them, and he sort of instigated that, which is brilliant. So he sort of said, look, give us a chance in that, do a publishing with us. That's what we've done. We were looking for them for a while anyway. Then we sort of just got involved, working with them closely, and just sort of, they was really interested in what we was doing, and they've got a lot of other artists. They're signing like Clawband Stroke and Scratch Perverts and people like that. So we started sending tunes to them and getting a few remix swaps.
They were playing our tunes, and we were sorting things out. I did a remix for Claude Von Stroke.
Yeah.
And Goldie's done the same remix as well for the vinyl. That'd be good exposure as well.
Yeah.
And Scratch Pervert's just done a remix of Cockney Thug. So we've been kind of working with a lot of the Fabric artists for the last 6 months, as well as playing there. You know,
played down a few times.
Played there a few times each.
They all really enjoy what we're doing, and this, you know, dubstep, the style we're bringing. I think it's quite, what we're doing is quite fresh and it's quite humorous, and I don't know, it just seems to appeal to them. So they were just sort of up for it, and they're very forward thinking, and you know, and they've been pushing the underground for years and years and years, working really hard, and they're really passionate about what they do on music. Everyone that works there, and they sort of said, look, we're looking to put a CD out before Christmas. Do you want to do it? And of course we said no.
Yeah.
Like you would do to a FabricLive CD. No, of course we said yes, and we pretty much just turned it around in a couple of days.
That's it, just straight off the cuff sort of thing.
So it pretty much come together, it all just slotted in, just come together really quickly.
Yeah, I think it's come at the right time, because in fairness, I mean, some of the releases you've had, because this will come on to the track list you've had on the CD as well. Cockney Violin, we've got Dub Police, obviously we'll catch up on in a minute. A couple of remixes, Way of the Dub, Mr. N-Type behind that one as well, Dub Police, and then Rusko, you've got the, I mean, do we need to name it?
Yeah.
Cockney Thug, and everyone's been talking about that.
Yeah,
and you've got the Cockney Flute remixes. There's loads of stuff that's been going about. There's a myth that went through the dubstep scene recently, I think, that people labelled tough guys don't dance, because you turn up to these raves and it's a couple of frowning nod. I mean, that's different, because these sounds that you guys are banging in a minute are just up raw, up tempo, and
that's it.
totally in your face.
Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah.
But what that's come on to on the track list on your CD is, I mean, if you went through the archives, I don't know if you're rolling with CDs, you're cutting dubs, whatever you're doing, the amount of tunes you could have put on this. I mean, how many tracks you got? 29 tracks.
Yeah.
You could have had 129 tracks out of your collection.
We had to cut some off.
How did you pick those 20?
Basically, no,
we tried to do it as kind of off the cuff and sort
unplanned.
of unplanned as we did really. We've both been playing out the 2 weeks before quite a lot. We played the night before we'd done the mix in Sheffield back to back. Which was really handy. So we literally drove back in the car, sort of thinking about it. Like what we're going to do, and then we mixed it live, all the tunes off dub plate in room 3 in the club.
No one there.
All the shit on the records from the rave before, all the scratches, you know,
sweat juice,
straight, yes, all the little
a couple of dancers up on the stage.
Yeah, the worst ones, all the little dots going around. But yeah, all the records, you know, straight out the bag, just as we would, because it's FabricLive, so we wanted to do, you know what I mean. If you went to see Caspa and Rusko, what would you get for an hour?
Yeah, and that's exactly
what we did. Yeah, and that's why we didn't go in and fix any of the mixes. You can hear the records turning off, and the little bit that's out here and there.
Like, you know, that's what FabricLive's about. It's about giving the artists the opportunity to show what they're about on a mix CD, and that's what it is. And so I've read some stuff on the forum about, it's not a true identity of the scene, where it's not a now here's dubstep 45.
Yeah,
that's not what it's about. It's about Caspa and Rusko and what we do. And we've got, you know, I think we've been quite fair. We've got like 13 artists on there. around us, and we've got D1 on there, we've got Screams on there, we've got Koki on there for Digital Mystics. Yeah. We could have done basically track for track Caspa Rusko all the way through.
Yeah, you could have. And it would have been a success, in fairness. Yeah. So you could have. But then you mentioned some of the artists you got on there. You got Scream, you got Matty G, you got the others as well, which I know you're backing through and through.
Yeah, definitely.
Somebody else has crept on there as well, and this is.
Units.
Let's talk about Units quickly.
Yeah, I found him. He's a little treasure, isn't he?
He is a treasure.
He is a little treasure in the trove. Yeah. So, he sent me a MSN message one day saying, "Hi, is this Rusko?" I was like, "Yeah, what's happening?" sort of thing. And he was like, "I made a tune. I tried to make a tune like too far. My tune too far." And sent me like a minute version of this crazy tune called The Drop.
Yep.
And I just downloaded it and I just sent him a message, "What's your phone number?" And he just sent me the number and I rang him. I was just like, "Mate, finish this tune. This is serious."
Come round to mine the same night.
Went round to his night and I was
listening to this clip. Said, "Give me his number."
That was it. Straight away. It was just like, "Oh, this kid's done it," sort of thing. And I never heard anything much from him before, but
tune goes off,
mixed down the tune goes off. I've been playing, I've cut it, and it sounds.
He's talented though. He's got some. He's just got demos, man. He's got some really good stuff going on. And do you know what? To be honest, he's exactly what I've always been working towards for on dub places, bringing through new artists. Exactly what he is, and it's even better that he's even younger. He's got time to grow and find
That's what was going to be up
Imagine
next.
what he's doing when he's 20.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say next. Do you know how old he is, or you do now? But when you listen to that track, did you really think he might be 16 now? I think he's just clicked 17.
But no, I think he told me, one of the first things he did was he told me, like, I'd preferred it if he didn't, because then I'd have been like, I wouldn't have known, and I'd have been like, "Oh, fucking hell." But he told me, and well, you know, I mean, I don't mind.
It's a good bit more artillery to go under Dub Police.
Of course, man.
He just sent me 2 new ones actually last week, which I've cut for Denmark and Sweden at the end of the week, which is
don't talk about
really good.
Play outs yet. We'll come on to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There ain't no Denmark trip. Honest. So you mix it live at Fabric in room 3. I mean, the name Fabric alone just it's up there. But what? Because there's no crowd, you said you're in an empty room, would you have a couple of Technic decks, Pioneer mixer? I mean, what was the setup you had in there?
The setup you got.
Flipping Allen and Heath one. I hate Allen and Heath mixers.
A box of beer.
That was it.
We had 2 hours mixed at 70-minute CD.
Yeah, because the old sound engineer had to switch the speakers on, and he was going home at 6 o'clock. So he's like, we had just over 2 hours to mix a 70-minute CD. He was like, the tape's rolling.
And we was mastering the next day at 9 o'clock.
That's it, yeah. So we literally had 2 hours. So like, pull it off or you're knackered. But that's how it is with a gig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the room is full of people.
What are you going to do, man?
You know what I mean?
No, that's right. But because you had no crowd there, though, did you still feel under pressure? Because
of course,
it's not just a little mixtape that's coming. This is FabricLive,
well, especially when they tell you they've got a Fabric first members list 8,000 who instantly purchased the CD.
Yeah.
Comes out their bank, doesn't it?
Before it even goes on distribution, 8,000 people get it.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, 8,000 people are listening to this.
No, that's it, and it's going to go a little bit further than the odd internet website. I mean, HMV alone have got 1 to 37, or 1 to 36, sorry, and 37 is going to be in there soon. Yeah. HMV might not mean a lot to people that are going to be listening to this interview, but I mean, that's a massive step. Bearing in mind, 5 years ago, we're struggling to get releases out.
Of course,
we're struggling to get the sound on Rinse FM. You know, now it's just massive, and to have an album in HMV under Fabric with your names on it.
Exactly.
Was the nerves kicking in mixing?
Yeah, do you know what? I weren't nervous in that sense. I was like excited that what we was doing, like right now, is history.
Yeah.
We're doing a CD that's going to take dubstep, not just for us, forget us, take the sound and scene to a whole new level, a whole new listening crowd, and that's what it's about. It's not just about us; it's about the whole scene, and that's what it's going to do, and it's going to take it out there, and it's going to be brilliant for everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was excited about mixing it because I knew what I was doing now is going to make big changes and what's to come, on which I hope anyway.
Yeah.
So I wasn't nervous at all because basically we just done a set that we'd done the night before.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? And we just done it again, and there was times we could have probably stopped it and re-recorded it over and over and over. But you know what? There's some mixes that are not. They're mixes you can think. If you're a DJ, you can think, oh, that could be a bit tired. But you know what? It's live, man. Shit happens.
But I think that's a bonus though, because you could have easily, especially you two, you're two genius heads when it comes into a studio. You could have quite easily whacked them in electronically, banged them up, but hearing it live is completely different. And I think that comes across on here because listening to it. I mean, some of the mixes, in my opinion, are so tight that they sound like one track. Because some of these tracks I haven't heard, and a lot of people.
And you don't know where the track changes. Exactly. You've got to watch for the little thing ticking over.
Exactly.
And that's good. That's nice.
Mix it live. That's a lot more, not atmosphere, because there ain't no atmosphere, but it does. Yeah. You know, it's a lot more powerful, I think. Which I think, rather than just another Caspa Rusko mixtape, this is